Why can't superheroes just ignore bullets? Take Wolverine, for example. He's got that insane healing factor. He can literally walk away from a nuclear blast. But here's the thing, it still hurts like hell. Even if you can't die, nobody wants to feel lead ripping through their skin. Pain slows you down. There's also the stamina factor. Healing isn't magic without limits. It burns energy. The more damage Logan takes, the harder his body has to work to repair it. If he just stands there tanking bullets all day, eventually that healing factor starts lagging. Dodging isn't fear, it's efficiency. To make matters worse, humans are sneaky. They're always cooking up specialized tech to level the playing field. Remember Magneto? He almost got taken out by a polymer bullet hidden among metal ones. Total blind spot for the so-called master of magnetism. One smart workaround nearly ended a global threat. Plus, dodging bullets just looks cool. It's the ultimate flex of their reflexes, and it makes the villains actually feel like a threat. Look at Loki. He's a literal god. He could have ignored Hawkeye's arrow, but he chose to catch it midair just to show off. Big mistake. It was a trick arrow, and it blew up right in his face. Overconfidence is the real weakness. Do you know the differences between X-23 and Wolverine? 1. Skeleton and claws. Wolverine's skeleton was infused with adamantium through the Weapon X program, and his hands each have 3 claws totaling 6. X-23, on the other hand, does not have adamantium fused to her entire skeleton. Only her claws are reinforced. She has 2 claws on each hand and 1 on each foot. 2. Healing factor. Wolverine's healing factor is legendary. He can survive atomic explosions, extreme burns, and even the destructive Phoenix Force. X-23 shares a similar healing ability, but it is slower than Wolverine's, and she cannot withstand massive burns or catastrophic injuries the way he can. However, her body is more resistant to poisons, toxins, and sedatives than Wolverine, which gives her an advantage in stealth missions or battles involving chemical attacks. 3. Fighting style. Wolverine's combat is wild and brute force, relying on strength and his healing factor. X-23 is lighter and more agile. Without full-body adamantium, she fights like an assassin, using speed and flexibility to attack from multiple angles. Why could Deadpool dig up Wolverine in 2024, even though he dies in 2029? In Logan, Wolverine dies in 2029. His daughter Laura buries him deep in the forest. Yet at the start of Deadpool and Wolverine, Wade digs up the same grave in 2024, 5 years too early, at least according to the movie's timeline. Here's the key. Logan is set in 2029, but released in 2017. Deadpool breaks the fourth wall. He sees events the way the audience does. In other words, Wolverine was already dead in 2017. Deadpool 2 even confirms this. Wade complains that Logan died way too soon. When Deadpool opens the grave, he doesn't see a living Wolverine. He sees a skeleton encased in adamantium, tattered clothes, a thick layer of snow. Every detail shows that the body has been there for years. So even though the movie lists the year as 2024, what Wade digs up is the Wolverine who had long passed in the real-world timeline. Wolverine's timeline is chaotic across multiple universes. So here's the question, will Marvel ever fully straighten out his fate? Why did Deadpool have to kill Nicepool? For every Deadpool variant, the mask isn't just a mask. It's trauma. It's history. It's the story behind the madness. The original Deadpool, his whole face looks like melted pizza. That red mask, it's not just to hide the ugliness. It's his last shred of dignity. Proof that he can still stand. But Nicepool, no scars, no rotting flesh, just a handsome face and flowing hair. Nicepool is literally the version of Deadpool he always wanted to be. Maybe he never got cancer. Maybe he even got the things Deadpool secretly wished for, a dog, and those gold-plated .50 Desert Eagles. So when the Deadpool army from the void aimed their guns, Deadpool didn't hesitate. He shoved Nicepool out like a human shield, because if Nicepool lived, he'd be a constant mirror, reminding Deadpool of what he could have been. Deadpool wasn't killing a teammate. He was killing the better-looking version of himself. And the cost? Deadpool admitted he could never go back. He accepted his scars, his identity, that he can only be a monster. In Deadpool's world, kindness isn't worth much. Neither is being pretty. The real question, if you ever met a perfect version of yourself, would you protect them or destroy them?